So I am headed to the dentist for my first cleaning since having braces. I don't know how strict they are on recording policy, so instead of me asking, I'm just gonna slide my phone in my purse on the side and hope that I can get a good enough view, because I'm not gonna be able to see myself, so that I can get some footage for you guys. Fingers crossed, you guys, that I don't have any cavities, because if I don't, then I get to get my certificate paper signed over there in the seat. I am going to point out the little brown spot I got on this tooth that I was telling you guys about a few videos back, and also I got one that's like back here where my two front teeth kind of crossed over like this a little bit. So I don't know if they're just abrasions or if they could be cavities that were just hidden, but I would imagine if they were cavities I would have known it and they would have gotten worse over time. So I'm hoping it's just, you know, brown spots and abrasions from the teeth being against each other for so long. M-A-L-L-A-S. Okay. Oh, okay. Good deal. Right. Sometimes you sign your life away doing paperwork. Yep. How are you today? I'm doing good. How are you? Good. I got something for you.
Awesome. That's the first one I've said. They came over and like did a whole thing with us.
Really?
That's the first one I've actually seen.
Oh wow! Yay. Well, hopefully everything checks out good, so that.
Well, I told him, I said, I've been here for 13 years and I've never seen one of those.
Oh wow!
Ever.
I'm the first.
Yay! Awesome. Awesome. Well, no x-rays because you got ortho
Oh,
on.
it's okay. I wasn't sure about that.
Yeah, because the wire blocks it, that's why it's really important to make sure you're taking really good care of everything.
Yeah.
Just because when you get them off, we don't want a mouthful of work.
Right.
Well, we may, but you won't.
Right,
You won't.
right.
But yeah.
Gotcha.
So, I mean,
I've
they
had
look
so
just...
much work done. I'm like, maybe I'll have a good clean bill of health today. I do have a spot that I'm a little concerned about.
Okay.
These teeth went over these and they moved off, but I've got a little white, or not white, a brown spot that is like up in that corner where the gap is.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's a cavity or if it could be like an abrasion or a stain.
Okay, I'll take a look. So just between like the front two and the next ones
Just
there?
right here,
Right in there?
right in that gap and back here.
Okay.
In the center. You'll see it.
Okay, absolutely. That's something I can look at.
Alright.
And it may be just the same from where they were overlapped and we couldn't
You can't
get
really
it.
see
Right.
or get in there, yeah.
Right, yeah. So it could be that. It could be a little bit of buildup that we weren't able to reach because of their overlap position or something
Right.
like that. But yeah, we'll
Okay.
absolutely check that out. So you're okay with like the floss gutters and things like
Oh
that?
yeah, definitely.
Okay.
It's time consuming, but it's keeping me on top of flossing because I know that's what got me in trouble the first time. I had to have a root canal. And I'm like, how to get
It's probably just some stain. I'll go through and clean everything off and see what it looks like
Okay.
then. And if it's still there, we'll have him double check it.
Okay.
Because what it could have been too is because they were overlapped.
Yeah.
It could be a cavity started
Oh.
and then stopped because you got better with your height. Like as long as it doesn't make it through the enamel,
Gotcha.
it can stop.
Oh, interesting.
But once it goes through the enamel, there is no stopping. That's when we have to do the fillings.
Right,
So
okay.
yeah.
I don't know. I got a mouthful, huh?
Did they say they're gonna leave those? Or
They
have
said they were gonna see how everything looks 6 months in, and next month
Gotcha.
marks 6 months. So.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay. You know how you said some people have those white spots?
Yes.
It looks like that was probably a white spot,
And then it just darkened.
and it just got a little stain on it.
Oh. Okay.
That's what it looks like, but I said we'll have him check it.
Okay.
I don't really think it's a cavity.
Okay.
I think it's fine. I think it's just. I bet you that's what it was, just because they were probably,
Yeah.
yeah. I will tell you, if these were rotated at all,
Mhm.
be sure you wear your retainer.
Oh yes.
Because the ones that are rotated,
They're the ones that want to be first to go back.
yes, because what happens is that if this is its position, those little fibers attach and hold it in place.
Oh yeah.
And then when you unrotate it, they're stretched. So they want to go back. They don't unattach and move themselves. They just are stretched.
Interesting.
So they want to rotate back to their normal.
Right.
They were-
What
so
they
they're
were
normal.
used to being at.
Yeah.
Oh, that was their normal.
Yeah. So definitely make sure you wear
Yeah.
whatever they give you. You wear it.
Destiny.
Yeah. So but yeah, just the ones that were rotated tend to
Uh-huh.
want to go back. Like the spaces, they
Yeah,
could shift.
I was
But
wondering about these gaps that have formed. I've heard sometimes they're not fixable because if you got receding gum lines, the gum tissue won't come down.
it won't come back. And that is just because were they like this on top of each other,
Mm-hmm.
and so there was no room for the gum to grow down
Right.
like that. So that's not generally something that we can fix,
Oh, okay.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't do the ceramic on the bottom too.
Yeah, they said because well, they put the tops on first, and they kept those on for 12 weeks, and then after that, they put the bottoms on. But they said they wanted to do the metal because they didn't want my bite to like hit the ceramic. Because they said if it did, it would probably break it off, and if it broke a
Gotcha.
ceramic, it would break my tooth.
Gotcha.
So
Okay,
it's
well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because usually you see them all in one. I'm like, I was looking. I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
She had noticed a couple of little spots.
Alright.
I think because like 7 and 10 were kind of overlapping 8 and 9.
Yeah.
So I think maybe it was like some decalcification that picked up stain.
Okay.
So I told her maybe like when she get some off, we could either try to polish it a little bit,
Yeah.
or if we had to do like a small filling to make it
Okay.
right again. The one on 9, I think 9. Yeah, it's more noticeable than the one on 8. It's like the distal over here. You see, like right up there in between.
Yeah, I see it.
So I think because they were overlap, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
It's like I tried scraping at it, you know, and it didn't come off like it was stained, like you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's a little teeny tiny divot too. Okay.
and 8 is very, very slight on 8.
8 is what?
It was the same thing. It was very, very slight.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Oh man, your cheek comes right up close to the.
Mm-hmm.
Give her an in-tuck brush back there.
Well, the third molars they're still on the fence about. Because they weren't sure if she's gonna need them out or not. I told her it'd probably be a good idea just for the lower ones for sure.
Number 32. It looks like it needs an, there's an occlusal there. I mean, it's not banded. They didn't bother banding.
Right.
And,
Well, she said that they're waiting 6 months to see,
to see.
and that's
Okay.
coming up. You said next month in August. Is
Yes.
6
Yeah.
months.
Okay.
At that appointment, yeah.
If you want to
So,
keep it, then you need a little filling in it, that's all.
so do you want me to write that in?
Yeah, you make a note.
If you keep it, then put the filling in. If you don't keep it, you don't have to worry about it. Okay?
So the wisdom teeth.
The wisdom tooth on the lower right.
Okay. So,
If they decided to keep them,
okay.
we'll need a filling in it. But we don't want to do it then.
Okay.
You have to get it taken out because then you're paying us by the fill it, you're trying to take it out.
So I'd be losing money.
Right. So and
Okay.
it's not necessarily anything you're doing wrong. It's on the chewing surface of the tooth,
Okay.
and sometimes those grooves are just deep and narrow, and no
Yeah.
matter what you do.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
yeah, but I'm gonna give you a little brush to help get around
Okay.
those back ones until they decide what they're gonna do.
Okay.
Open some and close your tail. underneath the sink for me. Okay. Jump right up whenever I was younger. Now you gotta give yourself a minute.
Hi guys, so welcome to this week's braces update. It is very unfortunate that I'm having to do this video from my daughter's room because of my mishap over the past weekend. If you don't follow me on Instagram or Facebook, do that below. The links are below this video, so just click on them, like and subscribe and follow. But I have, for those of you that don't know what's going on, I turned my bathtub water on Thursday morning to get me a bath, and I walked out of my room, shut the door because we have 2 dogs. I had my little sister here that week, and she's scared of dogs. So for her comfort, we kept the dogs in our room with the door shut. I turned my bath water on, I walked out, closed my bedroom door to make sure the dogs didn't get out, and then I was coming out to grab my towel and stuff and go right back in there to get my bath. One thing led to another, and the kids kind of distracted me a little bit. They had started saying that they were hungry, so I ended up jumping into the kitchen and cooking them breakfast. I completely forgot I had bath water running. Further into that I got, and like I said, I didn't even hear my bath water running because the door was shut, and you can't hear the water running from my bedroom to even alert me, you know, hey, your bath water is running. So, oh my gosh, you guys, I feel like such a dummy. I would say about an hour went by, and I went to go take my husband's shoes to the bedroom, and when I opened up the door, I heard the water running, and I thought, oh no, I left the water running. So as I was running to make my way to the bathroom, I was walking in a puddle of water. That's my daughter Lily. She's playing with her Barbies while I'm doing my video in here. So yeah, water, short story, water went from my master bathroom into our bedroom, into the hall bathroom, the hall closet, into the kitchen. So I had to file a claim, and now our house is under reconstruction, and there's a lot of loud noise in the background. So that's another reason why I'm in here in my daughter's room doing this video, because the noise is really loud. I don't know if you can hear it, but it just, there's so many fans and dehumidifiers going, trying to draw our wood out right now, that this is kind of like the best place for me to go to get a little bit of quietness. I'll be so glad when they pull these dehumidifiers out though, because they've been heating our home up to like 89 degrees, and our AC is running nonstop. It can't keep up with the heat from the dehumidifiers. However, a good thing is our insurance is going to pay like the difference on our electric bill of what we normally pay because of these things running constantly along with our AC. But they also paid me for my time cleaning up the mess, like with towels and stuff. They paid me for the loads of laundry I did. They paid me for my time cleaning up the mess. So I have to say, Allstate, you are doing your part, and we truly appreciate it. I mean, if you don't have renter's insurance or home insurance, I suggest you get it, because you never know what can happen. You never know. This was the freak incident of my life. So yeah. Anyways, going on with my braces update, you guys. So as you guys seen, I had a little bit of footage from my dental visit. Although you couldn't see me, I tried to get the important communication part where she was explaining what my concerns were as far as my teeth goes. The cleaning was pretty average to that of not having braces. The only thing different is the floss threaders, where they have to go in between the brackets, and the time to actually go in and clean, because they have to work around, you know, all the appliances in your mouth. So it does take a little bit longer in the floss threaders, and that's pretty much it, the only difference. Another thing is they did not do x-rays, and for that reason is because the wire is like in the way, and it blocks the picture from being able to see the actual tooth structure, like the entire tooth structure. So for that reason they didn't do x-rays. I go back in January, and I don't know if they'll do x-rays then or not. It all depends on if I still have braces on. So that just kind of depends on how things are going with progress at my orthodontist. Now, in the video, when you've seen the dentist gentleman come in, he's not my normal dentist. My dentist was out of the office, so I had to see him. But he stated that it looked like I had what do you say, occlusal, which in their term, our term is like a cavity. But he said it was on my back right wisdom tooth, somewhere back in there. Now, I don't feel any discomfort. I don't feel no pain. It doesn't feel like I have a cavity, but I'm afraid that if I am not allowed, or if I am allowed to keep my wisdom teeth and not have them extracted, that I'm going to feel discomfort back there, because I feel like when I've had teeth work done, like I still got fillings over here from a year ago, and they're still bothering me, and they never bothered me even before I got the fillings when they said I had cavities. So I don't know. I think I'm just gonna have the wisdom teeth pulled, y'all, because I do not want a mouthful of silver. I feel like, how in the world did I get a cavity just in 6 months? And I've been cleaning my teeth more and a lot more thorough since having braces than before. But I don't know. They said that the grooves in the back wisdom teeth are so deep that it's really hard to get those back teeth. And the hygienist, she suggested me at least get my bottom wisdom teeth pulled, because they sit so low on the gums and the gums kind of overlap, and that is a big party for infection if food or whatever gets down in there and stuck and lodged, and then it creates, you know, bacteria, which then creates an abscess. But I did not get the tooth filled. I currently do not have an appointment to get that tooth filled, simply because I go to the orthodontist next month on the 18th, I believe, and that is my 6 months that I'll be in braces. And I will know at that time whether or not they decide to do any tooth extractions, and should they, I will mention, you know, well, look, my dentist said I had a cavity back here. He was going to fill it if I can keep it. If not, then y'all can just let me have them pulled. But I feel like I don't want them pulled, just because I've never had teeth pulled, and I'm kind of like, oh, I don't know if I want to go through all that. But yeah, something's gonna have to give. Either the tooth is gonna get filled or it's gonna get pulled. That is my one or two options. Not really options, it's really gonna be up to the orthodontist. But yeah, fun stuff, you guys. But that may be the straw that breaks the camel's back when getting some teeth extracted, is that one cavity. So I've been in my top braces now for 23 weeks. I've been in my bottom braces now for 11 weeks, so almost 6 months on top and almost 3 months on the bottom. Oh, I also want to say, the brown spot that I was concerned about, and I thought it could have been a cavity, they said that that could have started out to become a cavity, and it just didn't get through to the enamel, and it kind of stopped because I started cleaning that area better. They said it could be that, or I feel like my glasses are kind of crooked. They said it could be that, or it could be kind of like, you know how you get white spots on your teeth sometimes? Because she said I got one over here on this side, on the opposite side, but it's not brown. It's just a white spot, and it's very slight. But the brown one over here is noticeable because it's got color to it. She said that, you know, it could just be from where the teeth were overlapping, and they couldn't get cleaned that well. But what they're going to try to do to fix that is polish it out after I get my braces off. And if that don't work, she said that they would go in and they would try to like put a filling over it to kind of hide it. So I would get like the composite, which is the white filling, to kind of fix that. I did mention to her about the spaces in my teeth. I'm concerned that those are not gonna go away, because, you know, I've heard some stories here on YouTube of people dealing with the same thing, and basically it's a cause from receding gum lines. And she told me when your teeth are overlapping, you know, and you try to move them, the gum tissue is, if you already have receding gum tissue, it can't grow back. It's not something you can get back. So she said it's worst case scenario, just something that can't be fixed. However, I'm wondering if my orthodontist can go in like and do that, I think it's called IPR, where they shave. Because if you see how I got the gap here, I feel like if they shave right in here in the center, just below that gap, if it will kind of create like a straightness to pull these teeth together and like close the gap. And I'm wondering if they can do the same thing on this side and over here on this side too. So I'm going to mention that to my orthodontist in hopes that maybe that might fix the gaps. But we'll see, and I'll definitely update you guys and let you know if that's the case. I did get to get my certificate signed, however, I didn't get the part checked where it said no cavity. So I don't know if I'll still get points for that. I'm sure I will get something just because I got it signed and I did go for my cleaning and everything. But I'm sure I'd probably get more points if I didn't have a cavity. That just sucks, you guys. I was really hoping I wasn't going to have any cavities. Seems like every time we go for our cleaning, you know, even my husband, every time we go for our cleanings, they always say, we got a cavity, you know, and it's like every 6 months. How do you accumulate so many cavities in 6 months? Like, we're not dirty, careless people. We brush our teeth, we floss our teeth, we rinse, you know, and we go to regular dental checkups. So my thing is, I just don't want work done to my teeth if it's not necessary. I know some dentists like to do work on people because it's money in their pocket, but at the same time, it's money out of our pocket, and it's just something nobody really wants to mess with if you don't have to. I've never had a cavity until like 2 years ago. Never. And I've always been on top of my dental visits. The dental hygienist did explain to me, she said, make sure you wear your retainers when you get your braces off, which we already know. But she was saying if you have any teeth that were like twisted or turned, those are usually the first to want to go back to their original positions. So if you have it, okay, say this is the correct way a tooth should be. If you have a tooth that's like turned, basically it's like here's the fibers of the tooth, the root and all that stuff. So braces are turning all of that straight, but if you don't wear your retainer, it just goes boop, right back to its original form, and that totally makes sense. So what's normal for the crooked teeth is not obviously normal for us. It's just our anatomy, I suppose. Haven't noticed much movement on the bottoms. I don't know if you guys can tell. I have noticed that this tooth right here isn't really moving too much. This is the tooth that was all the way back, and it's come forward. And I almost want to say it's further forward than the rest of my teeth. These here are a little crooked still. See how this one kind of goes that way a little? Almost behind. Or that one was further behind. So I'm sure they'll get on board with that though once I go back for my next tightening. Yeah. And my bands, they're looking a little yucky. I'm already wanting to get them changed out again. I will do my next braces update on August 17th, which will be on a Thursday. That'll be the day after my orthodontist visit, so I will definitely have a very thorough update for you guys, letting you know on tooth extractions and also letting you guys know about the points on my certificate. So that is pretty much it for this update, you guys. I wanted to kind of make it short, simple, and sweet because I have such a long footage of me being in the dentist chair. But if you have any questions or comments for me, if I missed something, post it down below. Let me know. If you're new to my channel, say hi. I love talking with my followers on here. I love connecting with you all. If you all are in braces or have had braces, let me know. I love following other people's videos and seeing how their progress is going.